Shogun Biohacker Part 4 Longevity Secrets of a 180-year-old monk, Tenkai. That's something I'm going to talk about today, so stick around. Hi, my name is Hachiaki Takamiya. I am the author of the Ikigai Diet and Ikigai Biohacking. I've been sharing with you about this drama series Shogun, starring Hiroyuki Sanada, who played the role of Toranaga Yoshii, who was based on the historical figure Ieyasu Tokugawa. Now, Ieyasu Tokugawa was the longest lived warlord among the three unifiers of Japan, Nobunaga Oda, Hideyoshi Toyotomi, and Ieyasu Tokugawa. And then how he was known for being a health nut, and I shared with you the diet of Ieyasu Tokugawa and his exercise, and also his secret natto for longevity called Hama Natto. And then I also told you that he ate natto jiru, natto miso soup, because it was recommended by his staff officer called Tenkai. However, Ieyasu didn't eat natto jiru often, only when he was ill. But Tenkai consumed natto jiru on a regular basis. So today, I would like to share with you about Tenkai because he is a special monk. So he lived until 108 years old. Can you believe it? So this is during the Sengoku period. So he lived around the same time as Ieyasu. So Sengoku period and the beginning of Edo period. So Ieyasu lived until 75 years old. That is very long because the average lifespan then was about 35 years old. And often we say, like a samurai, samurai's life is about 50 years. So people cannot live until 50 years and stuff. So 75 years is very long, but 108 years is incredibly long. I mean, usually monks lived longer. So we say, samurai lived until 50 years, and then monks lived until 80 years, 80 years. Right. But still, it is extremely long living, right? Now, so his actual name is Nankobo Tenkai, and he was wise and knowledgeable about many things, including, Feng Shui and Onmyodo. So Feng Shui is a kind of ancient Chinese kind of a understanding of the flow, the chi energy, and with yourself and the surrounding, the directions, for example, how to organize your house and where to face the entrance and so on, that kind of thing, to kind of understanding of the relationship between yourself and surroundings. And Onmyodo is a Japanese kind of a mystical teaching, which originally came from China, but it was kind of developed in Japan. So, for example, there's one episode that when Ieyasu, built the castle in Edo, Tenkai gave him advice to build shrines surrounding the castle at a certain location, because it can protect the castle. So the location of the shrines and the number of shrines and all those things are very important, but Tenkai knew everything. Okay, so what is his longevity secret then? Unfortunately, we don't have much information left about Tenkai's longevity secret or Tenkai himself. So what we know is, one, he recommended soshoku, soshoku means like a frugal meals, very simple diet, but often it meant ichiju issai, one soup, one dish. So I often talk about ichiju sansai, one soup and three dishes, but ichiju issai is even simpler. So you have a bowl of rice, a bowl of miso soup, and then just one dish. Now, often it is a pickles dish. So today's ichiju issai would be you have a pickles dish, but one extra dish because we don't usually count pickle dish. There are pickle dishes always in the meal. Yeah. But I think around that time, probably one dish was, I mean, pickles dish was counted as one dish. It's a very simple dish. Then he recommended people to be honest, yeah, to always tell the truth. And that was important. And have a bath every day and be easy going. Yeah. Now, this is interesting because this is true for many centenarians. Yeah. So when I studied about centenarians, I found one common element that was everybody was easy going. They were kind of worry free. They didn't worry about small things. They didn't care about details, and they were happy about whatever happened. They are always happy. Yeah. So the reason why I promote this attitude in the Ikigai diet is this is precisely the mindset of the centenarians. That is why I don't make rules in the diet and then tell people to enjoy your life, being positive and, just being easygoing is critical, yeah, for your health and longevity. And, having a bath every day was interesting, yeah, because I recently made a video about it, yeah. It's actually called "Can Bathing Like the Japanese Add Decades to Your Life?" Yeah. So I think having a bath every day is definitely one of the biggest keys to Japanese longevity. And Tenkai seems to agree with it. Yeah. So I do recommend watching this video. Okay, so what did Tenka eat then? Yeah. So one thing he ate was natto jiru, natto miso soup. Yeah. And he used a lot of ingredients. Yeah. That is the key. So you put different kind of vegetables and often you put tofu. Yeah. Often in natto jiru, you have a tofu. So it's a protein rich dish. Miso, tofu, natto. Yeah. And also remember, it's ichiju issai. You have only one dish. So miso soup often became the main dish. Yeah. It has all the vegetables, all the protein. So that was the main source of getting different kind of nutrient. Right. Yeah, which is just like an inaka miso shiru in the Japanese superfood list. Yeah, do you have the Japanese superfood list? Yeah, actually, you have to sign up with my newsletter to get it. But to get it, just go to the description box and then find the section called the Japanese superfood list. And then that will, if you click it, it will take you to the page to sign up with my newsletter. Then you can get the list. Yeah. Plus, you will receive my newsletter 3 times a week. Yeah. And then, so you will receive the announcement of my video because each time when I upload my video, I send a newsletter. But also in the newsletter, I often share my personal things. Yeah. In the YouTube, I hardly talk about my personal life because I usually have a specific theme and I make a PowerPoint presentation like this, and then I usually stick to the presentation. If I, kind of talk about something else and I kind of lose track of what I'm saying and I lose focus, so I need to focus to do this. So I don't have a kind of a space to, talk about something else. Yeah. But in the newsletter, I have more freedom to do that. So yeah, that is one benefit if you like. Yeah. And then the key is to mash natto. So yeah, to make natto jiru, you want to mash natto, yeah, and then you put natto at the end, the same time when you put miso. I mean, people who make natto jiru sometimes may put natto and miso a little earlier, but my way is to putting them at the end because you don't want to heat natto and miso. Yeah. Um, so you boil everything, yeah, and then you turn the gas off, then you add miso and natto at the same time and mix them together, and then the soup is ready. Right. So as far as heating natto is concerned, why you don't want to heat natto? Because it can destroy some of natto kinase, but you don't need to worry too much about it because you will not destroy all of natto kinase, just some of them, yeah, unless you boil it and unless you boil it for a long time, it may not it won't destroy all of it, yeah. But for details, please watch my other video. It's called Cold Natto Dishes versus Heated Natto Dishes. Now, the other dish Tenkai often had was goji berry rice. Yeah. And in the case of Tenkai, he probably had a brown rice. So that's a goji berry. Yeah. Now, do you know Thomas DeLura? Yeah. So about 3 or 4 days ago, I watched his video called Nine Foods with Scientific Merit to Help You Live Longer. And then he introduced goji berry as one of the 9 foods. Yeah, I was very surprised because at that time I found out about this berry, but I didn't know it was called goji berry. In Japanese, it is called kekonomi. Yeah, so the Tenkai ate kekonomi gohan. Yeah, and then when I look at this, oh, it looked a bit like kekonomi. So I went back to the Tenkai's site and then checked. And then basically it is called goji berry in English. So Thomas was recommending this. Yeah, when I found out about the Tenkai's superfood dish. So what a coincidence, yeah, or even synchronicity, yeah. That is why I decided to talk about this as well. Okay, so why goji berries are so special? Now, 7 health benefits of goji berries. 1, protects the eyes. 2, provides immune system support. 3, protects against cancer. 4, promotes healthy skin. 5, stabilizes blood sugar. 6, improves depression, anxiety, and sleep. 7, prevents liver damage. Yeah, that is according to Medical News Today. The title is What are the health benefits of goji berries? So for details, please go to this site. Yeah, and apparently there are some risks and side effects as well. Yeah, so according to WebMD, goji berries could interact with some drugs. If you take warfarin, a blood thinner, you may want to avoid them. Goji berries may also interact with diabetes drugs and blood pressure drugs, so talk with your doctor first. Now, so if you are taking warfarin, you want to avoid eating natto too. So if you are having goji berry rice and natto jiru, yeah, it applies the sort of same situation really. But for anything else, for any kind of food, yeah, if you have a certain condition, you need to consult your doctor first. Yeah, I cannot guarantee any medical effect whenever I introduce a dish or food or anything. This is only for healthy individuals. Yeah. Okay, so how to make goji berry rice? It is very simple. So first, you soak goji berries with brown rice for about 12 hours. I mean, maybe for 4 to 5 hours is okay, but I like to soak them for a long time. Yeah. And then after soaking, you just cook the brown rice in a regular way. Yeah, right. And then it is ready. Yeah. And you can make this with fermented brown rice. Yeah. So to do that, it's the same thing. So you soak goji berries with azuki beans as well. Yeah, goji berries, brown rice, azuki beans, and maybe some salt, and then soak them for about 12 hours. Then you cook the rice. Yeah. Then after that, you put it in a jar rice cooker and then keep it there for 3 days and ferment the entire thing. That would be good. Yeah. All right. So to sum up Tenkai's longevity secrets, yeah. So soshoku, ichiju, issai, frugal meals basically, and then be honest, have a bath every day, be easygoing, and eat natto jiru and goji berry rice. Right. Um, so that's all we know about Tenkai, but so he knew about Feng Shui and Onmyodo. So I'm sure he must have used some of his knowledge on these kind of things to support his health. Yeah. But one thing we know is he was a Buddhist, right? So he probably knew Shojin Ryori, which was practiced, yeah, among Zen monasteries. Yeah. So he was a Tendaishu monk, not a Zen monk, but I'm sure he was familiar with it because probably Shojin Ryori was practiced among many Buddhists, not only Zen Buddhist. Shojin Ryori is the key to longevity because I told you that monks usually lived longer than other people. So around that time, we said samurai lived until 50 years and monks lived until 80 years. Yeah. And then the Shojin Ryori was their secret to longevity. Right. So to know about Shojin Ryori, please read the Ikigai diet because the Ikigai diet is based on the Japanese natural dietary culture, including Shojin Ryori. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Again, my name is Hachiaki Takamiya. I am the author of the Ikigai Diet and Ikigai Biohacking. If you like this video, please give me your thumb up and subscribe to my channel. And please leave your comment. Did you know about Tenkai? Yeah, or have you eaten goji berries before? Or have you eaten goji berry rice? Thank you. Well, I'll see you in the next video. Live with your Ikigai!